What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and we have a player announcement video for you guys today because Liverpool just signed one of the biggest Wonderkids, biggest talents in African football, and we signed him from Ghana, and you will see all the details, all the reports in this video. But first, if you enjoy these transfer news episodes, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Tell me in the comments below where are you watching from, and also what transfers would you like Liverpool to make this summer. And this report comes from Football Ghana, which states that the president and owner of a Ghanaian football club, Steadfast FC, confirmed the sale of Ghana Wonderkid. His name is Abdul Fatawu Issahaku, and he is an extremely talented 17-year-old kid, and Steadfast president, his name is Haruna Idrisu, and this is what he said. When I started negotiation for Issahaku Fadawu's move to abroad, it started from more than 1 million euros, and this means if we get corporate sponsorships we can do even better. We need to do more to make our football attractive, and by doing that we get more hands on board to sponsor our football, because on weekends football is the business everywhere. So I'm pleading to the corporate world. I'm doing Steadfast for the love of football and for the people of my hometown, and this basically confirms that Issahaku was signed by Liverpool. Of course, an official announcement by Liverpool FC is expected in the coming days or coming weeks. I think they are just waiting for the right moment to announce this. And the Bundesliga outfit Bayer Leverkusen were thought to be leading the race for the 19. No, he's not 17. He's 19 years old. So they were waiting. They were thought to be leading the race for the 19-year-old initially, but it looks like Liverpool hijacked the deal at the last minute, and Issahaku has been named the Under-20s Africa Cup of Nations player of the tournament, and he is a very, very highly regarded talent, a big prospect. But of course he won't be straight away available to Liverpool, because we will loan him out to Sporting Lisbon, it seems, because of work permit issues. For example, Liverpool still couldn't play Taiwo Avani because he faced a similar struggle over a work permit, so he hasn't been able to play for Liverpool. He was on loan at Union Berlin recently. And footballghana.com reports that Liverpool have signed this big 19-year-old talent for a deal around 1.5 million pounds on a 5-year deal, but we have loaned him to Sporting Lisbon. And speaking during the vetting of Deputy Sports Minister Evan Sopuku revealed the benefit of football if it is properly managed. According to him, he has made, the president of Steadfast FC has made over 1 million euros from the sale of Issahaku, but he actually made an appeal to the corporate world, which I already read to you. Issahaku is 19 years old right now. He has previously featured for the Ghana Under-17 team before gaining promotion to the Ghana Under-20 side, and then he made his debut at the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations at the ripe age of a 16-year-old. Wow, that is incredible. At 16-year-old, he was already playing among 19-year-old players at the Africa Cup of Nations, which is of course the biggest tournament in African football. And Fatawu Issahaku has managed to score 2 goals and got an assist in 6 matches during the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations tournament, which was held in Mauritania, and he was named as the best player at the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations tournament, which indicates that he's one of the biggest talents coming from Africa. And Liverpool already have big African talents at our club: Naby Keita, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, and even Joao Matip is originally from Africa as well. So because of work permit issues, we are sending him out on loan to Sporting, and when he matures and gets more playing time, and when he gets more international games under his belt, that's when he can get a work permit in the UK, and that's when we can see him play for Liverpool. The reports around this transfer is a little bit confusing, because some sources claim that Issahaku has signed for Liverpool and then he's straight away loaned out to Sporting, but other reports in Portugal say Issahaku is joining Sporting Lisbon straight away, permanently, and not on loan, and Liverpool are not involved in this deal. So I don't really know what to make of these reports, because one side is claiming this, the other side is claiming something else, and reports suggest that Issahaku will join Sporting's B team and Liverpool are not involved in the deal. So I'm not sure what the actual truth is, and this story seems a little bit bizarre. Only time will tell whether he becomes a Liverpool player in the future, with Liverpool potentially being dragged into this saga for name value. It's pretty unusual though for a professional club's president to confirm a transfer to Liverpool, but Liverpool themselves haven't said a thing about this transfer. They still haven't confirmed yet. So take this with a pinch of salt. I just want to educate you guys on the full story, and that's at the moment the case, that it hasn't been officially confirmed, even though the Steadfast president said himself that he has sold the player to Liverpool and they are loaning him out to Sporting. So it's a pretty bizarre, pretty unusual transfer story, which I haven't really seen a similar story anywhere else. And he's coming from the region of Tamale, where big African football talents were produced. You might have heard of Mubarak Wakaso or Suley Muntari. Muntari used to play for Inter. He was a big talent in Ghana as well. So recently has scored 9 goals and 7 assists in 14 games for Steadfast FC in the season so far. And Abdul Rahim said this: when Fatawu is fit, he's always part of the starting 11. You will never find Fatawu starting on the bench. One of the 14 games he has played for us so far, he has won the man of the match. Out of the 14 games, he has won the Man of the Match award 8 times. Even though he's one of the youngest players we have in the team, all the senior players respect him on the field and they look for him. The rest of the players love to send the ball to where Fatawu is. Because of his input in the games and his posturing, he has been able to command respect from the senior players. He has been very influential for us. Everybody loves what he can do with the ball. And Fatawu absolutely loves to dribble. He is averaging 10.5 dribbles per 90 minutes, and he was successful in 50% of his duels. He made 3.3 shots per 90 minutes, but also was unselfish, and he averaged 1.1 shot assists, creating opportunities for his teammates during the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations tournament. And you might ask where Fatawu usually plays. So both for Steadfast and for Ghana, Fatawu Issahaku has been deployed either in a central attacking midfield role or as a right winger. They said about him, we play him in the number 10 position or on the wing. If you want to see him playing his best, put him on the right wing. And it was as a right winger that he tore the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations apart. From his heat map at the tournament, it is clear he does like to drift inside, but he can also put in a defensive shift as well. Most of the goals he scores, he picks it from the right side, he dribbles past the opposition and he shoots. His left foot is very strong and it is always accurate. And the more he plays, the more he brings out those skills in him, and he has this particular passion to fight and to make a name for himself. So it's pretty clear that this guy will be a really big talent. And now let's talk about what kind of character he is. This is what people said about him. Fatawu doesn't talk a lot. If you don't push him, he will be silent because he's always listening and wanting to learn. We cannot be more prouder than him. Because of him, we are getting more exposure than most of the Premier League clubs in Ghana. It is all because of him, and we hope to have more of his type coming through the club. If you knew how Fatawu started, we have not seen anything of him yet. The only thing we are worried about are perhaps injuries, which are enemies to footballers. But if it all happens as it should, I promise you, Fatawu will make a name for himself, the entire world will know. And that's why I think Liverpool really wanted to sign him, and I'm not sure what to make of the reports, whether he's going to Sporting on loan from Liverpool, or whether he's going to Liverpool directly, or whether he's just going to Sporting without Liverpool involved. But he looks like a very talented player, and I think for 1.5 million it's a very, very low risk transfer. And some articles said he's 19 years old, but the most articles have said he's 17 years old. So I just wanted to clear that up. And I want to congratulate and really speak highly of Sadio Mane. What an incredible man, what an incredible human being he is, because he just officially inaugurated a hospital he built for his home village in Senegal. His home village is called Bambali, and Mane handed the hospital, which costed him around 530,000 euros, to the Senegalese government. He has already built a high school for the village, and now he has built a hospital as well. And that is absolutely brilliant by Sadio Mane. Giving back to the community which raised him is fantastic to see. And Wijnaldum's representative Humphrey Neiman has told the Fabrizio Romano podcast he had a fantastic time at Liverpool. It started when we visited the house of Mr. Klopp, and the plan was made that they wanted to win the Premier League and the Champions League, and that was achieved. That was fantastic for the fans in Liverpool, fantastic for the manager, fantastic for the player. The player was really happy that they achieved their goals. His contract was expiring, so he was a free agent after this season. Of course, an attempt was made to keep him at Liverpool, but he made another choice. It started quite early. In January, Inter Milan showed interest. They made an offer for Wijnaldum, but there were problems with the owners getting the money out of China, so Inter wasn't able to fulfill their obligations. They had made him a very, very good offer. If the financial problems were not there, it could have been a serious option. After that, the director of Juventus phoned me and showed interest. Also in the same period, Leonardo from PSG approached me. We knew Koeman at Barcelona would like to bring Wijnaldum to Barcelona. At a later stage, Bayern Munich showed an interest. Pochettino had talks with Gini and how he saw his role and what he expected from him. Barcelona, we had some talks, and initially it looked all really good and we were along the way to an agreement. But Paris were telling us their interest was quite serious. When both offers came on the table, Wijnaldum had to make a choice, and probably because Paris Saint-Germain offered like twice as much money as Barcelona, he chose PSG, and who can blame him? He wants to secure the future of his family, so good luck to Wijnaldum, and I really hope that he wins many trophies at PSG. And also, Liverpool centre-back Sepp van den Berg returns to Preston on loan. He had a very good second half of the season at Preston, and he will join them next season as well, because he needs to play regular games, and he's a really good talent, and I think at Preston he will play quite a lot of games and hopefully develop well, and then he can come back and return to Liverpool and make a name for himself. But he needs to play at this young age, and he seemed pretty happy at Preston, and also Preston were happy to take him again. It will be good for his development. 16 appearances and 19 times making the squad in half a season in the Championship at the age of just 19 years old as a centre-back. It sounds like pretty good numbers. So overall it looks promising for Sepp van den Berg, and I really hope that he continues developing there. And also congratulations to Xherdan Shaqiri, who scored 2 absolute bangers for Switzerland yesterday against Turkey. I couldn't watch the game live as I was relaxing in a spa with my girlfriend, but I watched the highlights and he played some game. He was the man of the match award, and now Shaqiri became the joint top scorer at major football tournaments for Switzerland with 6 goals. He scored 4 goals at the World Cups and now 2 goals at the Euros. So with 6 goals, he is Switzerland's most prolific goal scorer alongside another player, I think. So congratulations to Shaqiri, and that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.